So what does today have in store for us? That is a patch I had on some overalls. They were tan-colored overalls with Winnie the Pooh patches on them. And I got them for $3 from Goodwill. And I used them whenever I did like painting and all kinds of stuff. I wore them when I went down to my brother's farm and helped replace some siding on the barn and stuff like that. And another sticker says Pooh, you know, like Winnie the Pooh. And they were my Pooh overalls. It was appropriate for working on a barn, right? But I think what I'm going to do with this guy, Spencer loves wearing Daddy's baseball cap type cap. He loves, I've got a hair in my mouth somewhere. What do you do with an unwanted pubic hair? You spit it out. Oh my God. Anyway, here I'm talking about a baby and I say something nasty. Yeah, welcome to my life. Anyway, he likes wearing Daddy's baseball cap and looking cool. So I thought I'd get him one and put this on the front because he came over here and he finds everything. You could have something hidden away and he'll find it and you'll think, oh, I wondered where that was. But he found this and he really, really liked it. He carried it around with him. So I'm going to put it on the front of a cap for him. I'm off to Michael's, which is a craft store. They have child-sized caps for $3 apparently. And while I'm over there, it's in the neighborhood of Trader Joe's. I need some more bread. I don't need it. I like their multigrain bread. And then I will pop next door to Vons, which is a grocery store. I wanted to get some ice cream cones, the cake kind, the flat bottom kind, because I have all this bits and pieces of ice cream remainders in containers, and I thought, well, I could, you know, scoop them up and put them on a cone and be childish again. You mean again? You mean still? Huh. I think I found it. I put a steering wheel cover on here to keep it cool when the sun comes in. I put these collapsible shady things in the window. Here's my thing I made to hang from the rear view. Oh, right! Oh! Neighbors have lawn guys over. Trash is waiting to be picked up. And we're going to Michael's. If I can remember exactly how to get there. I know where it is, but it's in a complex of a whole bunch of stores. These things, you twist them and keep twisting the same direction. You hold it on either side and you kind of make a twist and it folds up on itself. Now if I let go of this, it's going to go boing all over. And then I made, out of canvas, I made a little thing where it fit the shades into. See, they fit in here. And I'll zip it, I can zip it closed. And I put it down there for when I park in the sun. It's quite hazy out there. You usually can see some kind of mountains. But it's very, very hazy. Here we are at Michael's. And you've got apparel and kids. It's probably over there. Seasonal home decor. There's a section for art, supplies, custom framing. Michael's has a lot of things. A lot of cool things. We're going to try to find a kid's baseball cap. There's a cow. There's all kinds of neat things here. Elk, mastodon, dinosaurs. dragons, and tubes of various things that are similar to each other. Fruits, animals, I don't know what that is. Oh, internal organs, and gnomes. A little pricey. $12 for these things. $22 for this guy, you know. Kind of, I like this guy. What do you mean? What do you mean? Here are the cap choices from light gray, dark gray, teal, red, and white. I think red would do. I'm on my way to see where the Montessori school is that they want Spencer to go to, near this orange orchard. Look at all those oranges. Gosh, look at all of those oranges. Man. It's around here somewhere. I think I turned left up here. Maybe not here. I think it's the next stop sign. It's kind of an industrial area and there's a bunch of orchards. It's very hazy today. You can't really see the mountains. On a clear day you can see mountains all over the place. I think this is it. It looks nice. It's fairly good size. I'm listening to German music. I'm listening to, well, these are the comedic harmonicas. I think that's what they're called. And Max Robin Pallister Orchestra Station. There's a Fiat, a blue one. It's a gypsy woman with her kid. They're always out here. They have a Chrysler Pacifica. I don't know if they make a living doing this or what, but they're always out here asking for money and stuff. Master Impressionist Jim Meskimen, who's son of Marion Ross, who played Mrs. Cunningham on Happy Days. He's a Master Impressionist. He does voices. He does Colonel Sanders on the commercial, TV commercial. He had gifted me $5 worth at Starbucks, and I've never really had a Starbucks before. I think I tried one once and it tasted burnt to me, so I've never gone back. Providing this is still good, it's $5 worth of something, which probably isn't going to go very far at Starbucks from what I understand. But this is a larger store. They have a booth in Bond's grocery store that didn't want to accept this. Going to see here. If they don't, nothing lost. If they do, I'll get a drink. Acoustics are crappy in here. I don't know if you can see that. I can barely read it. A Cafe Americano, which is an espresso shot with some water. I think it is close to $5, if not more. Ridiculous, in my opinion. $3.75 for a piece of lemon loaf or pumpkin bread. $3.45 for those Danish, and $2.25 for a bagel. It's lifted a little bit. It's still really foggy, hazy. I don't know what you want to call it. Smoggy, foggy, hazy. Yeah, which you can hardly see the mountains, but you usually can see them real well. And down the street earlier today, you couldn't see those hills either at all. I live 2 street lamps down. I'm at the mailbox right now. All we got was an advertisement today. Or an advertisement. A bag of potatoes? Why is there a bag of potatoes? Cat's wondering too. The bag of potatoes represents me, and I'll show you what it felt like rolling around on the floor entertaining Spencer, if the cat will move. Oops, that didn't work. It's supposed to go like this. Because that's the way I was. Lump. Lump. Right, cat? It's extremely untidy around here. That mess. Well, most of that's cat toys. But in there, in my room, there's papers all over the place and things that need to be put away. The refrigerator needs to be cleaned and organized so that I don't forget anything and I know exactly what I have. This, I made this a while back from a piece of wood and a cap to a spice jar and a lid to a sour cream or whatever. And these pipes were just part of something that I took apart and made pipes out of. It's missing one. I'm going to redo the strings. And kitty cat's probably going to want to help. Mama and baby are taking a nap. She probably's taking a nap too. I wouldn't blame her. Because Spence usually takes a nap from like 12 to 2 or something, maybe, when he does take a nap. Oh, she told me that he went up to his little potty and he pulled his pants down and he squatted, but wasn't back quite far enough, and he pooped a poop on the floor, and she picked it up and put it in the toilet, and she goes, look what you did. And then he sits down in the toilet to finish. He's not even 2. It blows my mind. He doesn't like being messy or dirty. He likes playing in the dirt and eating dirt, but he doesn't like having dirty pants. Okay? Maybe he will be a ladies' man. Ugh, I ought to take a nap too, but I'm probably not going to. I am going to make some lentil soup. I'm going to cook up a lot of that bacon so that I have it for later. What else am I going to make? I'm going to take the bratwurst out of the freezer, take them out of the bratwurst skins, flatten them, bread them, and make schnitzel with them. Schnitzel's usually done with a piece of pork loin pounded flat, but this is just going to be ground meat, right? Because it's bratwurst. And I'll dip it in egg and then the breading and fry them, and I'll make 2 or 3 meals out of it. Out of 5 bratwursts, I can make 3 meals. I'll probably have 1 for supper and 2 put in the refrigerator, and I'll make some lentil soup. So tomorrow it will be lentil soup, the day after bratwurst. And then if I want something in between, I have some pieces of salami in there. Or cereal. Or I can always make a pancake or something like that. But yeah, I want to have it all together. Oh, also I have some cooked rice in there, so I'll probably make some tuna burgers too. That's the rest of my day. It's probably going to take longer than that because paperwork and stuff always, no one wants to do it. So it's like, morgen, nicht alles heute. Tomorrow, not today. Sagen all die faulen Leute, say all the lazy people. Morgen, nicht alles heute. Sagen all die faulen Leute. I all of a sudden have a curiosity. It's peaked up again. I get interested in certain things at certain times. And my friend showed me a picture of his ham radio equipment. It's not fancy schmancy, but it's better than just a beginner. My father had all kinds of nifty equipment. He was an electronic engineer, and our basement had ham radios, military radios, and shortwave radios. Had a great big dial. You could be very precise. Hate having this in. I can't talk. I can smile nice, but I'm gonna have to do something about it. Anyway, I grew up listening to shortwave radio, and that's why European music appeals to me a lot better than American music. Grew up listening to Dutch radio in the morning. It was a man and his wife, but it was late at night where we were in Iowa. But over in Europe, it was morning. They had a morning show. We used to listen to it, my dad and I, and he'd listen to Colombia, South America. And they had once, they said, send us a send us an envelope or a letter or something. This was long before computer. That you have interest in receiving a hand-painted painting. And my dad, from Colombia, by a native person here. My dad was so excited. He sent off, and he got about a month later, he got a little tiny postage size painting of like a palm tree or something. But it excited him. And I think that's what sparked my interest in languages. And in junior college, I was representative for the foreign students. And I was always interested in that. And cultures and things. I mean, there's certain cultures I'm not a big fan of, but I'm interested in how they do things. But I couldn't live there. But that's just me. Stop talking, Shirley. Get this put together and put it up before 2 o'clock. Wouldn't that be something? Yeah. Not sure what will transpire. I bought the little red cap. I'm going to put the little patch on there. Ashley said he likes Winnie the Pooh because he's seen a couple things and he knows the music. Winnie the Pooh. So he really likes Winnie the Pooh. So I think it'll be fine because he likes wearing Daddy's baseball cap a lot, and he'll have his own this way. Okay, Shirley, I'm hungry too. What did I have this morning? Toast and bacon, but that's been 6 hours ago. So probably should eat something. Maybe some rice. Maybe some cereal. Maybe shut up and put this video up. Okay. I think I'll put up another candy clam and just see what else there is to put up. I have, like I mentioned to somebody, I have a newer wig. It's red. Kind of looks like the wig that Poison Ivy wears in the Marvel movie, I think. Bangs and long red hair. I thought about having the character's name Brooke, like named after water. Brooke Stone or Brooke Stoner. So that'd be Stoner Thoughts. I don't know. What do you think? So far my characters are Candy Clam, Miss Shrimpo 1962, Esmeralda Grutchner, your cultural anthropologist, Anita Mandicus, who's was an anchor for YouTubia News in our collaborations that we did. And now this other one will be Brooke Stoner, I guess. Gotta work on it. I have lots of stuff to do. There's always stuff to do, and more stuff comes to my head all the time. I woke at 2 o'clock last night, went to bed at 10:30, woke at 2, couldn't sleep. My mind was going 1,000 million gazillion miles an hour. I could hear music playing in my head, orchestra music, band music from the 20s and 30s, the kind of stuff I like to listen to. And I could hear voices and stories and all kinds of stuff. It's like things that I usually, during the daytime, put myself to sleep with in my head or entertain myself. Because I can sit, if I'm bored, I'm not bored because I can hear the music that I want to hear in my head, every note of it. I don't have perfect pitch and I don't have photographic memory, but there's a lot of stuff stored up in here. Whew. I would not make a very good secret agent though, because upward and onward.